Metaverse has become the new talk of the town, especially for all the gamers out there. Everyone's blabbing about the terms NFTs, Web 3.0, blockchain gaming, and whatnot. Some people are even calling it a new universe. But what is Metaverse? And how does gaming fit into this so-called new universe? Well, put on your smarty-pants and relax, as in this 5-minute video, we are going to explain in detail what Metaverse actually is and how it changes the world of gaming as we know it. So, without any further ado, hit that like button and let's get started. What is Metaverse? Before we move on to Metaverse gaming, we need to understand what Metaverse itself actually is. Well, Metaverse is a combination of two words. The verse part refers to the universe, and meta comes from a Greek word that means beyond. Putting these two together means beyond universe, like another universe, which is obviously going to be virtual. This concept has been out there for decades. Many people have dreamt of living a virtual life as game characters. The only difference is that Metaverse is trying to turn that concept into reality with the help of next-gen VR technology. Now, VR isn't something new. We have been playing VR games for quite a while, but Metaverse is trying to use this VR technology to merge the real world with the virtual one. Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, believes it so much that he even changed the name of his company from Facebook to Meta. He believes that Metaverse will be a universe where we will be able to do everything that we do in real life, from our 9-to-5 jobs to study, even attend live concert from the comfort of our house.
Wow, it's unbelievable.
Do we own things in Metaverse? Now, just like in real life, we will also be able to visit shopping malls, buy ourselves new clothes, gadgets, and other commodities that will help us in this virtual life. However, just like in real life, we will also need some kind of currency to buy these items. And since it's a virtual world, it will be a digital currency that works regardless of where we are in the world, and what real currency we use. And that will be the cryptocurrency, like Ethereum or Bitcoin, depending on the blockchain technology. The best example of this new world right now is Decentraland, a virtual world where you can literally own pieces of land, build your own house, shops, or whatever you want. Many notable brands like Samsung have already set up their virtual shops in this new world, which you can explore using your own virtual character. Now, each item that you buy in Metaverse is an NFT, or non-fungible token, meaning that only you have the ownership right to that particular item. And if you want, you can sell it to another person in the Metaverse. Now, you might be thinking, since these items are digital and live on the internet, they will be too vulnerable. And it's a valid concern. But unlike other digital goods, these items exist on the blockchain. And if you know how it works, you'd know just how secure the blockchain actually is. Metaverse and Web 3.0. With the rising trend of Metaverse, something that's been getting a lot of attention is Web 3.0. But what is it? And how does it relate to Metaverse? Well, in the early years of the internet, things were quite different, and not to mention very slow. Surely it did make interactions around the world a little easy, but it needed a massive upgrade, and it came in the form of Web 2.0. Facebook, Instagram, Skype, and all the other social media apps made it quite easy for people to stay connected with everything that's been going on around the world, especially in the times of pandemic, when everyone was stuck at home. Students were taking live classes, employees were attending online meetings, and a lot of businesses literally shifted from physical to online. But with Web 3.0, everything is going to change once again. Instead of students just taking online classes alone, sitting in front of their laptops, they will be wearing these fancy VR glasses, which will teleport them to this virtual classroom with other students sitting next to them. Instead of employees going on these long trips to the other side of the world to attend meetings, they will all just put on their VR headsets and get together in their virtual meeting room within minutes. It will save companies millions in travel costs and keep the environment green. Gamers will be able to put on their VR suit and literally enter the game that they want to play. Imagine living in the world of Minecraft, where you can build anything from a simple hut to a massive castle, and your friends can visit you using their own headsets. That would be awesome, right?
Yes.
You can think of Metaverse as this massive multiplayer game that mimics all the real-life functionalities, from schooling to work life. It might take years, but virtual life is coming. The question is, are you ready for it?
Yes, sir.
Check out this video. It's specially selected for you. You'll like it.